Hi there, my name's Trunev, I'm the only me there is, and welcome back to what should be the last episode of I Love You, Colonel Sanders. And let me just say that while I've been recording today's episode with the cap on, just for this I decided to go with my Colonel Sanders parted hair look, because I couldn't afford to not look like my one true idol and love interest. Starting off where we left off last time, let's keep going. The beautiful weather feels like an insult. The sight of you, a storm rages. That's right, I lost the competition. My hand is charred, burnt from a failed attempt at trying to beat Ashley and Van. Even if the good Colonel did console me in a way, it's not enough. It's Colonel Sanders. He's probably here to tell you that he and Ashley are in love and have decided to get married because of course they will. And won't even ask you to cater his wedding because you're a terrible chef and an awful person. Come on, me. Get at the game. He's not that vain. Besides, he loves you. You try to hide from him, but he approaches you directly. I know you're hurting now. Not just from the devastating loss, but from that run-in with the mixer and that small fire. You should get that checked out. I'm fine. Can't you just leave me alone? I'm a loser. I'm not fit to fill your fryer. I'll never be a master chef. Failure is a part of life. Not just for you, but for all of us. Do you think I've never failed at anything before? No! Don't say it in so, Colonel, please. You're perfect in every way, in shape and form. That's exactly what I think, actually. Well, then think again. I wasn't always the man you see before you, enrolled in culinary school, incredibly handsome, successful, motivated. Well, handsome, sure. I can't take this seriously at this point. I was born that way. But I've walked other paths and arrived at dead ends. No, please. You're perfect in my eyes, Colonel. Nothing will ever change that. I was passionate about life, but I failed as an obstetrician. I was passionate about justice, but I failed as a lawyer. I was passionate about livestock, but even I failed as a mule handler. That one was especially humiliating. Mules can be so cruel. I didn't know that. People see my delicate ribbon and my well-kept beard and assume that I've got it all together, which is true now, but it hasn't always been. Oh, Colonel, before you had my heart, now you have my soul. Sounds like this guy could really use a hug. I resolved then that I was going to amount to something. No amount of hours, labor, or money would deter me from giving me the best I had to give. As Colonel Sanders changes focus, you can see something ignite inside of him, a burning passion. One has to remember that every little failure can be a stepping stone to something better. My new dream is pure, it's honest, it's something that a humble man in a crisp white suit can be proud of. Damn right. I will create a new chain of chicken restaurants that will bring joy to the entire world and make up for my past misdeeds. Yay! Whoa, where did Pop come from? Just as your moment grows intimate, you're interrupted by a threatening, shadowy presence. Battle scarred from the night before, you prepare for the worst. Oh no, it's the sport monster again. Borko? It is I. I know I said I wouldn't be back, and after the whole fight to the death thing, maybe you don't really want to see me anymore, but... You're looking a little nervous there. I just wanted to say that I was wrong to attack you, and I apologize. I know it's like having to always... I know what it's like, having to always look over your shoulder. Monster problems, am I right? Aw, thanks, Borko. I'm glad there are no hard feelings. Getting jumped by a giant creature in the dark of night can really rile a person up. I also want to apologize for the way I switched right into attack mode. I know that you're strong, and cooking school can put a person under a lot of stress. I actually used to go to this school. I wasn't always a sport monster, you see. I don't believe it. You were a human once? Well, no, I was a golden retriever. Okay. But I was still a student until one day some mean kid with a magic spellbook cast a dark enchantment on me, and I was forever transformed. A magic spellbook, you say? With a golden chicken on the cover? Precisely. I had procured a copy for myself, but somewhere along the way I've lost it. If you find such a book, I beg of you, respect it. You're a powerful chef, and shouldn't rely on such dark and evil magic. No, you should be protecting the innocent from those who would cheat them through sorcery and guile. If you need me, don't fear. I will be there. It sounds like there are some bad cooks in the kitchen of life. Nev, together, I'm sure we can defeat them. You and me both. Come back to my hideaway, and we can discuss? Anytime, Colonel. Anytime. A personal invite? You can't imagine what Colonel Sanders' home must be like, but it sounds like you're about to find out. Stepping inside Sanders' home, surrounded by his things, you start to feel a special bond with him. It looks like you live such an exciting life, Colonel. Every day can be an adventure if you approach it with the right attitude. Long ago, I made the decision to never stop searching, never stop working, never stop imagining. Have you been working on any new recipes of your own lately? I'm always excited to talk about food with another ambitious chef. Be still, my beating heart. Well, there is something. It's just a side dish that I've been tinkering with, trying to find the right balance of flavors and textures. I'm not sure I've nailed it yet, but I'm close. Colonel Sanders' eyes perk up as he starts to wonder what dish you might be describing. It's meant to pair with something spicy or something crispy. Both, perhaps? Something like maybe some chicken in a bucket. I couldn't be sure, though. Now you've got him right where you want him. Should you reveal your new creation to him, or keep it a secret just for you? No. The right thing to do here would be to reveal your playing cards, because just as he confided in you with his secret recipe, you should confide in him. This is the only way I will achieve the goal that I have, which is to get Colonel Sanders to be my lifelong partner forever and ever, as long as the stars may keep shining. You decide that you're as ready as you'll ever be to share your original cooking with Colonel Sanders. Before you can talk yourself out of it, you decide to dive in head first. You reach into your lunch bag for a special dish that you've been keeping on ice all day. I present to you my original coleslaw, of course, the one and only ingredient, well, side dish, that was missing. The shredded cabbage, wow, that looks good. The shredded cabbage dish glistens in the light of Colonel Sanders' Look's hideaway. Magnificent. Together you chow down on the creamy slaw until just a spoonful remains in the bowl. Shall we share it? Do you mind if I hold on to the last bite? Oh, yes, of course. By all means, Colonel. I'd like to have it around so that I can admire its taste later and think back on this moment. I think only you would be able to keep coleslaw from going bad, my dear. You could offer to make him more, but it seems like a very sentimental kind of guy. Sure, why not? Keep it. If you need more, I can always make you more. Please, make yourself comfortable. I'll be back in just a moment. You realize that now would be the perfect time to do some snooping. Around the room are various items that you can look closer at. Each item seems to radiate memories and emotions. Holy crap, I hadn't seen the frickin' pictures on the wall. Even as a young boy, as a toddler even, he had his signature goatee. That's amazing. Tap in an item to discover more about the Colonel. Ooh! What's this? This must be where he keeps the secret recipe. You think for a moment, what number is important to Colonel Sanders? Then it dawns on you. 11. As soon as you turn the dial to 111111, the safe opens. Inside it you find a single note. Can chicken be prepared sashimi style? Now that is a good question. Let's see, the pictures. There it is! An adorable little baby boy crawls across the floor. From the goatee and mustache combo he sports, you figure that this must be Colonel Sanders himself. That, or maybe it's the drumstick that he seems to be waving like a rattle. Oh, it was a drumstick, okay. Who frames a baby picture of just themselves? Wouldn't you if you were that dashing, that amazing? Probably the same type of person who would make their own face the logo of the company they founded. Am I right? Haha, that's a jab at KFC. But knowing they made it, it's perfect, really. Alright. Oh, there's more pictures, okay. The photo appears to be Colonel Sanders, as if he's an old man visiting the pyramids of Egypt? No, this must be the Colonel's Colonel. Maybe this is where he discovered one of his secret herbs and spices. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Ooh, door. Hold on. I want to see it all, really. One of the framed photos shows an old man who looks a bit like Colonel Sanders standing with a friend. They hold fried chicken drumsticks and appear to be cheersing them. Whoa. That looks like Superman, honestly. If you look closely and see that there's a short inscription. I wonder who my friend Pete is. Pete. I must be missing something. It's been a long time since I actually ate KFC, unfortunately. You know, don't let him know. Don't let the Colonel know. You take a closer look at a large urn sitting on a nearby pedestal. There's a plaque on it. It's dusty, but when you wipe it off, you can read the inscription. It says, "Here lie the ashes of all my past careers and business failures." Damn, that's badass. Poor guy. Indeed. Oh, there's some things on the table. Scented candle. I'd expect no less. A scented candle. You pick it up and try to identify the smell. Power tool? Freshly starched collar. Piece of wood floating in a lake? Summer of '69? No, it's one of the secret recipe ingredients. It's amazing. Tap on an item to discover more about the Colonel. Will do. A comb with a bit of his hair. A lock of silver hair is woven through the teeth of the comb. Upon further inspection, you realize that the hair therein isn't just silvery in color. It's actually made of spun silver. Holy crap. You notice a very realistic stuffed chicken sitting on a corner table. When you pick it up, you realize it isn't just realistic, it's real! Taxidermy? Must have been imported to Colonel Sanders when he was alive. A little note clipped to the chicken's foot reads, "The true state bird of the great state of Kentucky." Dang right. Alright, I think... Oh no, wait. The starry sky. You gaze at the window across the vast lake and mountain ranges beyond. Just then the ghost of Student pops up. Are you thinking about heading out into the world on a quest to avenge my death? Not really. Wait, what? No, I never even learned your name. Why would I avenge you? I could just tell you my name right now. I don't want to hear it. Can you see him in the middle of something? You open the window and a crack, and the ghost of Student is swept out with a breeze. Oh, that was easy. Alright, I think I'm out of items, so let's go to the door. You open the door to Colonel Sanders' closet and find a row of his signature white suits hanging within. You take one off its hanger and try it on, sorry. The jacket is a bit big for you, but it's soft and comfortable. It's almost velvety? Like being engulfed by the arms of a very strong yet gentle man. And you get a slight whiff of chicken from the sleeves. Truly an aroma you love. You give yourself a deep hug, breathing in his scent. They say that home is where the heart is. Is this what they meant? I think so. Before you can look any further, you hear Colonel Sanders returning. He has a new dish that he's been working on, and he wants you to taste it. You try to act casual until he asks you why you're wearing his jacket.
Aww.
Oh, I don't usually loan those out, but I must say, it does look good on you. Thank you, Colonel. Oh god, I'm blushing. Oh crap, the jacket! You forgot to take it off! You tell him you're cold. That would be the right thing, right? Yeah. I'm so sorry, look, I didn't mean to intrude. I just got a little cold and thought this might warm me up. Colonel Sanders smiles and scoots closer to the fireplace. It's warm by the fire. Why don't you come a little closer? Suddenly everything feels like it's moving too fast. Final exams are tomorrow. You should be thinking about what you're going to cook. I should be home studying. Overwhelmed, you take off the jacket and run for the door. But the thought of leaving Colonel in the midst of such an emotional breakthrough gives you pause. You stop yourself. Colonel? Yes, Nev? I honestly think this may be the beginning of something wonderful. I think you're right. We should take things slow. You talk late into the night and drift off into a slumber. Dream sequence! Another dream sequence like that again, eh? You awake to a beautiful morning in Colonel Sanders' hideaway. Did you make the right decision on how to respond to Colonel Sanders? Only time will truly tell. The day is a day that could change the rest of your life. You think about the new secret ingredient you just learned how. In some jurisdictions, isn't even legal, but if the recipe is a secret, how will they know? Yeah, that's how you get him, Colonel. Your thoughts are interrupted when Colonel Sanders emerges into the room. He's holding a gorgeously plated breakfast, and your mouth waters at the sight of it. Are we sure it's not just at the sight of him? So dashing. Here's a simple breakfast I just whipped up. It's meticulous. It's glorious. It's heavenly. Look at it. It's something crafted by the hand of a god. You taste Colonel Sanders' food, and it takes you on a journey. When you return, he's waiting to ask you an important question. Damn, that was a really quick journey. So, would you say that we're the perfect match? How presumptuous. My cuisine and your taste buds, that is. Oh, Colonel, stop it. Please stop. My head can only take so much. I'm gonna explode here. Such confidence, such grace. Could he be the world's greatest gift to cookery? Nay, to humanity? Flatter him. You know, I think we might make a great team. A single tear begins to pool in the corner of his eye as he gazes out the window. You're the right business partner. I know I can't fail. Business partner? Could he be talking to you? It's all happening so quickly. Overcome with emotion and confused by your feelings, you're on the verge of tears. Unable to speak, the only answer you can find is to run at the door and get home. There's still one more day of school after all. The University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning waits for no one. You get home to find something very surprising. Your best friend is there waiting for you. Where have you been? Because I had one heck of a night. Did you get together with, Clank? I've been desperate to talk to you about it, and I couldn't find you. I got worried that something that might have happened to you. It's okay. It was just... But now that it turns out you're fine, I can finally get you up to speed on the saga of Miriam. Oh dear, it seems like everyone's been having fun at this school, huh? Sure, but you will not believe what happened to me after school yesterday. I went on a date! I think I can believe that, actually. Since I'd been partnered up with Clank, he asked me to go out with him. Of course, I told him, you'd better keep your dials turned up a light and respectful. I'm not that kind of girl, you know. But he was just interested in spending some one-on-one time together and getting to know me, so I said, yeah, sure. I can get to know the little metallic guy. Long story short, he took me skydiving with his friends, but things quickly spiraled out of control. Oh no. Did he just say skydiving? As if that's a typical first date to go on with a talking pressure cooker? And now I'm not really sure where we stand. You don't give Miriam time to tell her whole story, however. Bottling up the details of your own night is just too much to bear. And I went on a date too! Back to Colonel Sanders' house where I spent the night with him. You what? Nothing happened, but the emotional connection... Wowzers. Whew, I'm sweating just thinking about it. Miriam offers to support you no matter what you do. Together with your bestie, you feel like you can do anything. When you arrive at school, you encounter your rivals in the quad. You can tell from a distance that they're picking on Pop, though he himself might not quite grasp that fact. Because, you know, he's Pop.
What's a swirly? It sounds delicious!
Oh, it's great. I'll order you one up right away.
I'll have my swirly with Sprinkles, please. Sprinkles is a dog and a treat.
Damn right. You can get your swirly dipped, too. Oh, no. Why are these people so evil, so nasty? Why did you pick on someone your own size? Because I'm literally the biggest person at school. Duh, dude. There is that horse that Colonel Sanders rides in school, but who would dare pick on such a gentle, beautiful creature? My thoughts exactly. You got some nerve, Nav, suggesting I pick on a defenseless horse. Now you're twisting my words, and I won't have that. You clench your fist, but the injury from yesterday's mixer accident makes you wince with pain. Doesn't look like you can go on cooking like that. Might as well just give up. I'll never give up. Ever! Colonel Sanders arrived. Just as it appears things are close to boiling over. A naturally intuitive person, he senses that something has been going on. Is everyone excited for the final day of school? Nev, how's that hand feeling? I'm sure you'll be back in fighting form by this afternoon. I should hope so. Aren't you concerned about my hands, Colonel? Yesterday I almost broke a nail. I was about to say whining. Winning so hard. Oh, Ashley, shut up. You and your thickness. Technically, I don't believe a winner was decided, but your presentation was quite impressive. What is he doing complimenting her? But what about the flavor of my delicate, warm, gooey chocolate sauce? It was clear that you were passionate about how your food is received. That's a lot of words to say it was bland. Excuse me, Nev. I am more than capable enough to speak for myself. Yeah, me, shut up! He can do it all by himself. I'm sorry, Colonel. Look at that angry vein on his forehead. Not good. Maybe you could tell me more of your thoughts as you walk into class, Colonel? I'm always interested in discussing the fine art of fine foods. Okay? See you inside, Nev. Annoyed by Colonel Sanders' inability to see Ashley for who she really is, you walk across the quad to get some distance. In an attempt to distract yourself from how slighted you feel by that interaction with Ashley, you take out the spellbook you recovered yesterday and start flipping through the pages. Whoa! That's that book? It looks like bad news. It's just something I found lying around. It would appear to be some sort of grimoire, but I don't really believe in that magic stuff. A grimoire? Like a book of spells? I don't know. Who would spend so much time decorating a magic book if it weren't really powerful? I gotta agree with that, Miriam. I can think of one surefire way to find out. You open to a page covered with arcane warnings. Cast only in case of extreme emergency, it says around the edges of the page. I could use this spell here that says it will erase anyone I choose from all of my memories. If I scrub out Colonel Sanders, it would probably help me focus better on the upcoming final exam. Me, are you alright? Get your head out of the clouds, the gutter, whatever evil grimoire you're in. We're gonna make him fall in love with us, not forget him. Am I insane? Am me crazy? No, me big brain, good, nice, can do things. That is way drastic. Maybe you could do something else, like anything else? Not rooted in dark magic? Maybe tie a string around your finger? Yeah, that works too. Okay, fine, it is drastic, but desperate times call for desperate measures. You've got a memory erasing spell sitting right in front of you, and a pretty good excuse to try it out. Oh no. I'm not gonna do it. How could I forget Sanders? You take your friend's advice and put the book away. It's almost time for class. Sprinkles is already in the room, waiting for the students to arrive. He clears his voice to make a quick announcement. I want you all to know I feel something of a dog moment's coming on, but I assure you it's nothing to be afraid of. His cute little nose scrunches up, and he begins to breathe quickly. He must be hungry. Reach for some old homework to give him as a snack. This is the better option, though. You reach into your backpack. Uh-oh, he's angry. And grab some homework from last semester that you forgot to turn in. Sprinkles immediately goes for it and gobbles the sheet of paper like a piece of fresh chicken rawhide. I apologize for the outburst. I know it seems cliché, but not much in this world satisfies like ungraded work. My, Neb, were you studying something with cinnamon? Touché, you figured me out. I have been sitting on a lecture series on the art of cake baking. How insightful. This actually brings up an important point. Thank you, Nev, for reminding me to dole out this indispensable bit of wisdom. You see! But before he can go any further, Miriam's love drama spills all over the class. Oh dear. Sprinkles is interrupted by whirls and sparks coming from the back of the room. I told you to save it for after class! Oh, poor Clank. You think I wanted to be thrown from a plane strapped to a stranger? Miriam and Clank appear to be arguing, but you still haven't learned to speak Clank's language of mechanical noises. I mean, I can sure emulate them, but yeah, I really don't understand what he's saying. But no, you had to show off to your cool kid friends, Jeff and Joan, J&J forever. Watch us form a triangle in midair as we descend. Oh god, what did he get you into? Triangles are the strongest shape that, well, they kinda are. Well, yeah, that doesn't make it a great date. Beep! Brrr. Then take Jeff and Joan with you. You can all hold hands as you pedal down the mountain or off a cliff for all I care. Beep. Clank begins to shudder. Steam pours out of the gaps in his panels, and then a loud ding stops him in his tracks. Whoops. Beep! Zzz. No amount of seasoning is going to make me want to eat that, Clank. Clank rips out a completely deep-fried sneaker. Oh god. That actually does look pretty delicious. Considering that he himself has wheels, not feet, it's not entirely clear where it came from. In terms of deep-fried footwear, I guess it looks okay? Clank slowly rolls out of the classroom to be alone with his shoe. Everyone tries to pretend like they didn't see the entire thing go down. Nothing like a loud public breakup to cast a pall over the final day of school. Well, that was unfortunate. But we mustn't be distracted from what lies ahead. The final competition showdown challenge exam! I'm still working on the title, but I think you get it. Test time approaches. See you all in the arena. But before you can think about your upcoming competition, there's a very beautiful soul nearby in need of a pep talk. Hey, Miriam, are you okay? Okay? I'm so mad I could smash a tiny mug, spilling several droplets of hot cocoa all over the floor. Please don't do that. I've heard cocoa can singe your hand. How could you embarrass me in class like that, in front of everyone? Her tiny cocoa is a delicious treasure, so you know that this breakup is no joke, even if the source of her frustration is such a silly boy. I know that you know this, but I'm gonna say it out loud. You don't need anyone. You're a strong, independent woman, Miriam. Me and you, we're gonna cruise through this final test and hit the carpool lane to Success City. Miriam brightens up, imagining the wind rushing through her short bangs, but she hesitates to embrace the feeling all the way. You're not going to saddle up on Colonel Sanders' stallion and ride off into the sunset without me. Of course not. Well, maybe sorta, but don't worry, I'm sure there's a pony out there with your name on it, and a wrench big enough for both of us and whoever else we want to bring along. If it's not Pop or Clank, or anyone else you meet today, tomorrow, or this whole year, so what? You're a special person who shouldn't settle for someone to show a little interest. Anyhow, Miriam gives you a big hug and wipes the tears from her cheeks. Friend zone achieved, I hope. I should really review my menu for today. I'm gonna make a very special soup. And I bet that Professor Dog is gonna love it up. While you were pep-talking Miriam, you completely missed lunch, but that's okay, because you had a better idea of how to spend the time before your exam. You've decided to head to the arena early to practice a dish. This is it, the location of your final challenge. A test of will, a test of courage, a test of talent, but most importantly, a test of heart. And a chance to beat the pants off of Van Van, the supposed Man-Man, and his evil, counterpart. Hey, Ashley! As planned, you begin to run through a quick test of a recipe you've been working on. Nev's famous chicken pot pie that's sure to win the heart of my delicious Colonel. After practicing for months, making this dish comes second nature to you, and you're able to quickly get a fresh pot pie in the oven, but as soon as you do, your cram session is interrupted by Colonel Sanders. Nev, what are you doing here? There's still time before the final exam. Oh, just taking it all in. I'm big into visualizing process. I'm looking at my station, picturing victory. The pot pie has begun to bake, and the smell is slowly filling the space around you. Visualizing, huh? That's too bad. I was hoping you were here cooking something delicious. Turns out I am, but I can't spoil that yet. You'd usually happily share your food with anyone who is hungry, but the last time you let Colonel Sanders get in your head, it cost you a cook-off. You decide that it's time to put your cooking above your romantic desires, but that decision gets hard to stick to when the oven timer goes off behind you. Whoops! Fess up about your practice dish. I have to. I just cannot lie to this man. Can you? Could anyone? I don't think so. Okay, you got me. Did you see those hearts? That was the sign that I did good. I'm doing a little bit more than visualizing. I know. My nose can smell a pot pie from 400 yards. That's an oddly specific distance, but you'd expect nothing less from such an oddly specific man. You knew it was a pot pie just from the smell? Not just a pot pie, but a chicken pot pie, with an all-butter crust. Damn, he's good. And my nose is telling me something else. Oh no, is it burning? No. I can smell that it was made with a heaping helping of TLC. But it'll probably start burning any second if you don't pull it out. The moment of truth. Wow. That looks delicious, actually. It's the best pot pie I've ever tasted. I've always loved country cooking, and I could eat this all day. You're gonna make me order some KFC after this. Maybe not today, because I've already got dinner in the works, but One of these days. There's no time left. The final showdown is about to begin. Sprinkles lays down the ground rules. There are no rules, that is, except to cook with everything you've got. You step up for the cook-up of a lifetime. You decide that mac and cheese, plus the pot pie you've been practicing, are just dishes that'll push you over the edge to victory. Really, me? Mac and cheese? I don't know, but let's see. Meanwhile, both Van and Ashley are prepping wildly elaborate dishes, per their usual over-the-top selves. Miriam has her giant magnifying glass and several sets of tweezers. She's definitely prepared to go big, going small. Okay, Colonel Sanders seems to be harnessing his 11 herbs and spices, but he's trying to find a way to improve on something perfect. His original recipe, registered trademark, fried chicken. The intensity in the room starts at full 10 out of 10 with a frenzy of action. Everyone is calling out really cool special cooking moves as they prepare their food. Wow, this is getting serious, just like all those anime. Colonel Sanders battles his chicken as it levitates through the air. Holy crap. He has psychic powers too. I mean, does it surprise anyone at this point? Egg wash! Miriam fiercely injects ingredients in an itty-bitty pot of broth. Best friend, Blaster Blaster! Van flexes his pectorals as he chops open a sea urchin. Good God. Let's rock and roid! Ashley scoops her pastries off the tray with lightning speed. Shallow personality spatula! Even Clank gets in on it. 5-dial pressure point chicken cooking technique! Holy crap, I understood him! Wait, when did Clank learn to speak English? It's a singularity, as was foretold! Oh no! It's the plot twist event. We mustn't let it happen, or the appliance uprising will take us all! Self-destruct! Van quickly unplugs Clank and rolls him out the back door of the arena. Isn't that cheating? As you frantically prepare your dish, you notice Ashley has her spellbook out. Is she going to use some dark magic to turn the tide? You've got a book of your own, and you're desperate not to see her win another battle. Should you take this opportunity to fight magic with magic, even if it's almost certainly evil magic? No. My heart shan't be swayed. The Colonel would have wanted me to do it the hard way. Who needs magic when you've got passion, guts, glory, and delicious, zesty, chickeny flavor? I'm going to do it the hard way. Colonel Sanders sees that you've chosen to win on your own terms, and he gives you a subtle wink from across the room. Oh, just look at that smile. I believe in you, Nev. You can do it. Miriam notices too. Aww. And I've always believed in you, Nev, since we were little kids, because I've been your best friend forever. Thanks, Miriam. It means a lot. You turn to notice that Miriam is at your station, cheering for you. Miriam, what about your dish? If you're here cheering, who is cooking? Tiny food, short cook time? I'm actually already done, so I thought I'd help you. Oh, best friend time! The power of friendship strikes it once again, and will succeed this time. Oh, that's sweet, but... Miriam tosses a handful of spices directly into her boiling noodles. Oh no. Aha! Aha! It's the secret ingredient! However, she doesn't know that you lied and the ingredient was made up. And where in the world did she get iron newt from? Oh no! The boiling pot explodes, sending Miriam flying backwards. The watery noodles begin to swirl in the air, bubbling up into a dark cloud that thickens and congeals before your very eyes. Oh crud. It is I, Steve, the Spork Monster. Wait, the same Spork Monster? Awesome. Steve? Wait, what happened to Borko? No, it was Borko before, okay. You're not here to battle me, are you? We Spork monsters are many. I think Borko had the day off, but you have conjured Steve, and I hate to battle, so I'd say you're doing pretty alright. Oh, good. Oh hey, you're in the middle of a cooking competition. I love this stuff. It's better than TV. You crazy kids and your culinary skills really impress me. Mind if I hang out? I'm sorry, Steve, but I'm kind of in the middle of something. Do you mind? Steve, the Spork Monster, notices that you've got the grimoire stashed beneath your cooking station. I see what you're up to. Crisscross some magical items and accidentally summoned me, huh? Ha! Yeah, you guessed it. Sorta. I mean, if you're here, would you mind tossing some fresh noodles in a pot of salted water? Please? I'd love to. I've always wanted to be a top chef, actually. You know, When I was just a little sport pup back in the old country. Oh boy, here we go. Look, we don't have time for this. I have to win. You can feel Sport Monster winding up to tell a very long and involved story. You don't know exactly where they came from, but it seems like it was probably lonely there. Actually, you know what? Maybe you should watch from the stands. I really need to focus on the competition. I understand. It's kind of like that time in monster school that I had fallen asleep during scare tactics class, and when I woke up... Please, no, stop! You toss a serious stare at Steve, and he takes the hint. Never mind, I'll tell you later. Good luck! Having suffered this huge setback, you don't know how you could ever win. Give up and drop out of culinary school? Nonsense! I came to win and take the heart, well, be accepted by my lovely, beautiful, perfect Colonel Sanders. I will summon extra power from deep down within myself, use the power of friendship, and rise above all challenges. I can do this. I have what it takes. Protagonist powers activate! I came here to win. Your hair turns mac and cheese orange as culinary energy flows through your body. Super Saiyan! My heart is pure, my hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for... Yes, Ned, you are the chosen one. You will avenge me. No, get out of here, dude. I don't even know your name. The power you'd been summoning immediately fades back out. You interrupted my inspiring monologue, dude! Sorry. My heart is pure. My hands are steady. My taste buds have been preparing their entire lives for this moment. I will show the world my cookery! Ah, that's the chant. Of course, it makes sense. You begin to levitate off the ground. Energy courses through your body. Damn, it's getting pretty intense with the music, too. You know that with this power you can do anything. Except turn back time, which would be super useful because, while you were powering up, your chicken pot pie overcooked in the oven and can't be served. Dang it! But don't worry, dear Nev. You may have suffered some setbacks, but all is not lost. Wait, who's narrating this? I thought it was me all along. Impressed with your fortitude, Colonel Sanders decides that you have earned his support. It's time for the ultimate duo team-up. I've been watching you today, and I must say, I'm truly impressed. You've been thinking on your feet, rolling with the punches. He steps up to your station and stands right beside you. I'm here to help. All you've managed to make is mac and cheese, and time is almost up, so you're going to need it. But the Colonel Sanders, what about the test? What will happen to you? What about the rules? Following the rules has never really been my thing. I follow my heart. Oh, what a perfect man. What? See? What a guy. You just can't deny him. Honestly, that's it. Colonel Sanders unfolds a delicate white towel to reveal the most deliciously fried chicken tenders you've ever laid your eyes on. Okay, now my mouth is gonna start watering. And besides, sometimes unexpected combinations can have surprising effects that surpass their individual efforts. Hold on, let me pause here. I forget. Does KFC serve mac and cheese? I don't think so. Nah, who cares? Are you suggesting if we combine forces, we can form the perfect food union? Time's up, students! Oh no. With time expired, it's the moment everyone has been waiting for. You must now prepare to present your dishes. A handful of students stand tall, but the class seems incomplete. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Oh. It seems we're missing some students. Pop? Clank? From off screen, you... Off screen, okay. You hear a pure and innocent giggle that can only come from one student. It's Pop. I'm flying! It sounds like it's coming from that broom closet over there. Miriam, would you mind? Inside of the closet you see Pop, hanging on a broom hook by the elastic of his underpants. Oh. I see. Pop, get down from there right now! Let me guess, did Van Van have something to do with this? When someone asks for a wedgie, who am I to refuse? Oh god, Van Van, please. Have a little self-respect for people around you.
I thought a wedgie was a salad.
Oh god. It looks like Pope is eliminated from the challenge, seeing how he didn't cook anything.
I can't feel my legs. May I be excused?
Sure. You kids and your pranks. I must say, it's not the worst prank in UCS AL history, but it's not exactly yearbook material. Wait a second. Pranks. Pranks. Clank! I just spit all over my camera, good lord. What if that pressure cooker roll off too? You wait to hear a signature word, beep, or other onomatopoeia, but there is none. Somehow he must have gotten unplugged, I guess. We'll have to figure that out later. That leaves only 4 remaining students. Please connect your final projects. Yes, it has been a long semester. Wait, 4? Let's see, Miriam, me, Van. Oh wait, I think Van and Ashley were a single unit, a team, so okay. Wow, 3 whole days long. Incredibly long semester. Am I glad it's about to be over, but at the same time, I don't want it to be over. It's been such a blast. But after days of hard work, the time has come for me to eat. Miriam, please step forward. Now describe your dish. I've made tender udon noodles in a savory soup. Those are the tiniest udon noodles I've ever laid eyes upon. Delicious looking though, honestly. My word, it's so delicate. Is that a teeny tiny Narutomaki I spy afloat in the itsy bitsy bowl? Yes, chef. Please call me Sprinkles. Chef is my father's name. Yes, Sprinkles. And some green tea made from baby tea leaves that I picked myself. Sprinkles carefully sniffs around the dish before opening his mouth and letting just the tip of his pink dog tongue dip into the bowl. Sublime. Would anyone else like a taste? I think you took it all. That's how tiny it was. Oh, come on. I'm not one of those dogs who doesn't floss. I even have a really cute electric toothbrush for dogs. Fine, I'll enjoy it all by myself. And in a flash, the entire meal has been devoured. Not that it took much. It was literally less than a thimble's worth of soup. A+. Rarely do I taste a dish with as much love poured into it as yours. Miriam is overjoyed. She gives you a huge hug. Thank you, Neb, for helping me to believe in myself. You're welcome, Miriam. In fact, thank you for allowing me to believe in you. Van, you're up. Now describe your dish. I made uni over smooth egg custard in an axe-hewn urchin shell topped with caviar. I mean, while it looks hideous, it actually kind of looks good. I'm not sure. Did you skewer one type of urchin with spines from a second different colored type of urchin? Yes, Sprinkles. A bit much, don't you think? That's exactly why I did it. A bit much is kind of my brand. Doesn't it look cool? Sprinkles leans in to sniff the uni, but he can't get his nose closed on account of all the spikes. He begins to paw at it erratically, causing the custard to slosh around. Woof, woof! Please be gentle with the cuisine. Grrr. And finally, Sprinkles goes all in, tongue first, but he can't get past all the needles. He reels back as his tongue is poked and prodded. I'm sorry about my itchy frickin' nose. Youch! My tongue! The professor appears to be having an allergic reaction to this thing. Oh no. I can't eat this! This keeps making my tongue! Disqualified! A stunning turn of events. Who would have thought that serving food in a bowl made of needles could make it difficult to eat? Gasp! Shock! Awe! Dejected Van does not go gentle into the night. Disqualified? For glamour? Don't discount simplicity. This isn't the last you've heard of me. Before forcing us to endure his swollen tongue for another moment, Sprinkles graciously laps up a bowl of milk, because everyone knows milk is the cure to all allergies. I know, yeah, I'm a dog and I drink milk. Get over it. Sometimes it helps calm my agitated tongue. Yep. Next student, Ashley, it's time to step up. Now describe your dish. I made orange blossom Turkish delight in a light rosewater syrup, topped with French meringue, and connected by sugar glass. Dare I say chic, but no, I cannot compliment her cooking, she's my rival. That actually doesn't sound too bad. Indeed, it's quite delightful. However, I'd ask that you please refrain from eating it or attempting to taste it in any way. It's very fragile and meant to be a display piece. Don't eat the food. At a cooking school? Is she mad? Got toast in your ears or something, Nav? I told you, it's a display piece. Ashley, I must say it is beautiful. However, this is a cooking competition at a cooking school. Yeah, which is why I cooked it, and did an extremely good job cooking it too. I didn't realize that we were having an eating exam. If I wanted to be judged on eating, I'd go to the College of Eating School for the Hungry. That's a thing? I suppose you could smell it, if you absolutely insisted, but don't breathe too hard, you might disrupt the sugar spiral. If the food cannot be eaten, it cannot be judged. You are disqualified! Rage overtakes Ashley, and she finally cannot keep her two-faced routine up. You wouldn't know high-end cuisine if it cooked you! And with that, Ashley, storms off to rededicate herself to being the best, but this time without being shackled by trying to be fake nice and liked by everyone. And thus, the birth of Wendy became a reality? I don't know. This isn't the last time you've heard of me, either. If this class gets much smaller, I'll be teaching myself. You and Colonel Sanders, the final cooks, step up together. 2 chefs? What began as a bowl of delicious mac and cheese has become something else. Wow! Okay, it may just be the fact that I'm really hungry and I haven't eaten dinner yet, but damn, that looks good. He examines it closely, sniffing and eyeing the bowl. Uh-oh, I don't have a good feeling about this. From somewhere in the room, a literal drumroll plays. Just when I thought I've seen everything in this kitchen, you give me this thing. And completely blow me away! In my 49 dog years of life, I have never tasted anything so delicious and perfectly balanced. It's so delicious, in fact, that everyone passes the class, even the ones that were disqualified. That completely defeats the purpose, but okay. You pass, and you pass! And you get a pass! Oprah who? Everyone gathers around and partakes of the mac and cheese bowl. They all seem to transcend this reality into another dimension. Holy crap, that's powerful. You win! Together, you and Colonel Sanders have made a new menu item. The new menu item is so impressive, even the Van and Ashley are drawn back in by its magnetic fragrance. When they gaze upon your mac and cheese bowl, they admit that you are indeed an excellent chef. But hey, I couldn't have done it by myself. Sprinkles declares that you have passed. Everyone has passed. There were supposed to be more battles, but come on, how could they be better than this one? That's true. Now that the school year is complete and everyone has graduated, the students return for one last assignment to get their groove on. The cafeteria has been completely redecorated in order to serve as the site of the school's graduation dance. Can it be time for prom? I don't know, but will I get to dance with my colonel on this final night? Compared to the massive high-tech cooking arena, the humble decor seems downright cute and cozy. DJ Dog is in the hay house! Woo! You knew that Sprinkles is a master chef, but also a world-renowned turntablist? Who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks? Van, oh, good Lord, Ashley, what are you wearing? And Van, cover yourself, please! Van and Ashley tell everyone that they're committed themselves to righting the wrongs they did while they were the villains. Ah, so not Wendy, got it. For a moment, you actually believe them. Not another haunting. No ghosts allowed at the graduation. It's clearly written in the school's bylaws. I was never actually a ghost. It was all a trick to get you to finally notice me. You failed. I still don't know your name, dude. Oh. Amusing. And now that everyone is together... It's the Spork Monster! He has totally mellowed out. Everyone, the Spork Monster is no more. From here out, I prefer that everyone refer to me by my new name. Party Monster! This is as happy as ending as I could have asked for, except there's one thing still missing, and the curtain has not drawn yet on this grand play that is this game. Student tries to finish what he had to say, but everyone is too wrapped up talking to Party Monster. Dejected student walks off. Maybe things didn't work out for Miriam romantically, but she found the love of her cooking. In her cooking, and you know she's gonna do great. A red carpet rolls out across the floor of the ballroom. It's like a Hollywood movie premiere. Who could command such an entrance? It's Pop. Okay? He's arrived late to the dance, but apparently for good reason. Walking the carpet, you see perched atop his dirty chef's hat a crown? Welcome back, Pop. I knew you weren't able to complete the final exam and accept your diploma, so we had it mailed directly to your father. We figured it was the least we could do for the school's dean. Holy crap! Oh, now I get it. And we get a new wing on the school, not to mention the honor of educating the son of the Chancellor of Schansuch. So, I pronounced that like a weird German word. Such and such, okay. The music of the dance is interrupted by the sound of sparkling and electrical hissing. It's Clank, who has arrived late to the dance. Fashionably late, that is. Now that I have graduated, I can reveal my truth. Whoa, he's still doing the talking thing! I am Clank, and I am not of this earth. I am actually from a faraway planet, in another dimension. What? Nani? That's impossible! What? Wait, really? I feel like I knew it this whole time. Yeah, of course, talking appliances. That's weird enough, right? Now that I have learned the ways of your kind, I must return. Miriam, will you come with me? I don't know what to say. Besides, no, obviously. I have just begun to learn who I really am. This isn't the time for me to devote my life to figuring out who you are, Clank. You're blown away by Miriam's maturity. It's pretty clear that she has managed to surpass you in that regard. Well, I mean, you're not wrong. I understand. Kind of. Humans are weird. A portal opens up and Clank disappears through it. Finally, Colonel Sanders arrives, the moment I've been waiting for. Howdy, classmates. Oh my god, can you look even more dashing and... and I thought the serious attire was good. The casual attire is just perfect. Just like the first day you met him. He has come prepared to feed the entire class. However, it's not enough to just give them a bucket of chicken. This time it's a full meal. Wow. Mashed potatoes and gravy, a bucket of chicken, coleslaw, and those delicious buttery biscuits. I can practically smell it from here. I didn't get to be the most famous chicken man in the history of chicken and man by not reminding people to go out and buy my chicken after all. The end? Not quite. I don't think so. You can't trick me. Come on, that can't be the end. No, it's not the end. See? Thank you, Miriam. As everyone feasts on their delicious chicken dinner, Colonel Sanders finds you sitting at the edge of the dance floor. Nev, what are you doing sitting all alone? Oh, you know. Just waiting for the right person to ask me to dance. Wink, wink. Nudge, nudge. Sparkle, sparkle. I wonder, tell me, what are the qualities that you would expect to find in such a lucky person? Off the top of my head? Oh, I don't know. A spicy musk, a tidy goatee, and a degree from the University of Cooking School, Academy for Learning, just to name a few. It's truly my lucky day. Oh, Colonel, no. It's my lucky day. Would you dance with me? Sure thing, my Colonel. Sure thing. Yes, I would love to. As you glide across the dance floor, hand in hand with Colonel Sanders, the future stretches out in front of you. And once my 100th franchise is up and running, I'll be ready to take a day off, and I'll be so glad to spend it together with you, Nev. Oh, I eagerly await that day. How sweet! We'll work together and play together. And eat together, of course. Colonel Sanders stops dead in his tracks. Work together? Well, I think this is something I'll just need to do by myself. But who will help you run your restaurants? I don't believe I need help. Besides, based on your time at school here, do you really think running restaurants is the best path forward? Perhaps not. Could it be? You found a love connection, but failed to earn Colonel Sanders' respect as a chef. Oh no. Did I make all the wrong choices? Impossible. Could you live with only half of him? Will you be able to endure sharing him with his other love, the life of an entrepreneur? I suppose I could enroll in pastry school. Oh, my dear Nev, I'm sure that you'll find your place eventually, and along the way, you'll have me by your side. The end. Well, I mean, I don't think a game like this has more than one. Yeah, this is what you missed when I didn't record it. I don't think a game like this has more than one outcome, more than one ending. So, hey, we got the last dance. We managed to fall in love. He fell in love with us, but in the end, we each had to go our separate ways. Me to pastry school to learn how to make better sweets, and him to create a franchise that would span decades, millennia, eons of perfectly delicious chicken. That being said, I should go back to eat some chicken there someday. My personal favorite dish is the popcorn chicken. But having said all that, and done all this, I leave this here, this fantastic little dating sim visual novel. I had a blast with it. Thank you so much, KFC, for creating it. You truly understand what meme culture wants. Seriously though, here's hoping for a Wendy game some days. Wendy's, get on that. We really need that. Your smugness cannot just remain on Twitter after all. But anyway, thank you so much for watching this episode. If you liked it, thumb us with that like button down below. Comment, subscribe, and hit that bell button for some sweet, sweet chicken. But as always, I am the only me, so you be the only you. See you next time in the next game.